in New York. So far we have SK and Fnatic both qualified from the upper bracket. We're going to find out here whether Cipher, Time to Trolls, or BenQ Esport, or BenQ... I always call them BenQ, even though that's just their sponsor name. They should just be Delta Esports, which is their actual name. Yeah. So yeah, a quick rundown of the teams once again. Taric is wewillfailer, Irelia is Alexich, Cassiopeia is Flashy, Caitlyn is yellowpete, Leigh is SleazyWeazy, and Deman is a sexy nurse Akali, just to throw that one out there as well. For Cipher, Gangplank is JothY, Ashe is lounet, Orianna is Althor, damn you! Where did I get up to? Skyyart is Nasus, and Pyri? I never know how to pronounce names. Especially French names always throw me off somehow. Yeah, Pyri. What do you reckon, Deman?
I was just letting you go with that one. Pyri, I'm gonna go with maybe.
Pyri sounds better.
Pyri. It's French, is it? I believe so. It could be anything. Yeah, I don't know. I've been butchering names for 10 years in this business, so we know what else? I'm sure we can wreck it. So yeah, as we mentioned, it's going to be the pretty much standard layouts. So SleazyWeazy will be in the jungle with Leigh. It is going to be the Bruiser, Irelia up top. Irelia very, very strong up top there against Nasus. So both very strong. Clairvoyance. From Time to Troll, actually, got to be careful here. So Gangplank is going to be starting on the golems, and Time to Troll actually in a position to possibly try to invade. Whether they're going to go early, they are. SleazyWeazy is going to get caught here. Surely a slow straight away. Oh, look at that! Didn't even bother single hitting him. There we go, finally. They just went, it's a scary Leigh Sin, run! That was bizarre.
Yeah, I guess they figured it was more of a bait than anything, and there were more than one, which was, I mean, Irelia is still kind of nasty up there, but, you know, Nasus and Gangplank against Irelia and Leigh Sin level 1 could be a fairly even battle, I'd say. Although, you know, Irelia is obviously going to put out that lot of damage. But either way, it doesn't matter now because they've both backed off, and we're not, surprise, going to see any level 1 fight. And actually, early on, Cipher really went straight off into their lanes, no messing around. Caitlyn is going to be taking away the golems first for Time to Trolls on their southern jungle side, and obviously that means that lounet and Pyri are going to now have their time to get their positions set up wherever they want.
And they give Flashy, I did wonder whether they were going to do it, because Leigh Sin really doesn't need that buff at the start, so they've given Flashy the blue buff from level 1, which is going to give Althor problems, I believe, in the middle there, because obviously Flashy can just spam the abilities. Only got the poison dot at the moment, which is immediately landed straight away. The cue ball is going to be straight in his face as well, but that's going to give him certainly the ability to just completely just spam his spells early on. It's just going to be completely mashing that button. And you can see Althor going around his way, Gangplank doing the exact same, picking up raids. No invasions from either of them so far, not even attempting it. And they're just going to continue to farm. Are we going to get any crazy first bloods down the bottom here? Pyri is possible. He is very low on the hit points early on. Only 442. Ooh, and that Pilt over Peacemaker actually went straight over him. I think he shielded himself there to save him from it. But yellowpete, you know, he had that fantastic start in the last match. Needs to put that out of the way and try and do it all over again.
Yeah, they'll be looking to get off of that one. I think we'll see another cautious game similar to what I predicted for Game 3, because it is best of 1, don't forget that, which means it's pretty much all or nothing. In middle, yeah, we saw Althor going fairly low there, and that blue buff really giving Flashy what he needs early on to get off to a good start. Obviously, the ball being thrown out there. Up at top, Alexich and Skyyart, which is obviously Nasus and Irelia. We pretty much don't even need to look at them until someone comes ganking in there. But, you know, Alex has proved to be a very, very strong top solo player. Definitely made some fans in this tournament. In middle, Flashy early on has put a lot of pressure down. Let's just have a quick look at that very early CS. 12 to 22, so almost double here for Flashy early on in this game, and that's only going to serve to help TTT. But look at JothY's position here. They're going to come flying out of this one. What's Flashy going to do? He's going to Flashy away.
You were waiting for that. You were waiting.
I've been waiting all damn day to say that.
But yeah, that blue buff is obviously giving him the big advantage with the CS, which is why he needed Gangplank to come out there. Gangplank's now going to pick up those top golems. They've respawned. There was an early ward put down actually along that bottom. I don't know if you noticed it in the bush. Trying the best to keep wewillfailer out of it. wewillfailer in for a bit of abuse in the last game. And to be fair, he did get caught quite a few times by the dark bindings. He doesn't have to worry about it this time. He needs to just worry about keeping Ashe away from yellowpete, which I don't think yellowpete's going to be too worried about. Look at that. Oh, missing the pill over Peacemaker as I big him up. Typical. At the top, you can see Alex just going about his business. He doesn't give a monkey's what Nasus does, and he's going to farm. He's going to go back in the bush and go off to buy, I think. I don't think he's going to hang around there. Gangplank back once again in mid. Flash's blue buff must be close to running out there. He's not going to be able to get close enough to do anything that's going to worry him. He just uses that one health pot and backs away. He wants to farm really as much as possible with this blue buff. It's got to be close to running out though.
Yeah, down at bottom, I didn't see exactly what happened, but yellowpete's super low, actually. I was watching for that ganking middle, but yeah, yellowpete went really low. Actually, Ashe went home and has picked up boots now to add to the Doran's Blade. I don't know if she went Doran's Blade first, actually, or boots first. Caitlyn has gone back, so got double Doran's Blade and boot. So that shows you the advantage between those two AD carries down at the bottom. 37 plays 23 in terms of CS. In middle again, Flashy putting that damage in. Shield coming up for Althor. Flashy down to around about half HP. Those minions going to knock a few HP off extra in the process as well. Meanwhile, SleazyWeazy is sniffing around in the jungle, and he's, you know, one of those with that dash. When he lands that Q, he can cause some real problems making up ground very quickly at that kind of bush to middle area range there. So they have to be careful of that one. He's also having a bit of a sniff down towards bottom lane. There's no ward up at the moment for Cipher, so they have to be very, very careful of this one. And SleazyWeazy is coming into the bush. Let's see what yellowpete now and wewillfailer do. There goes the stun in. In comes SleazyWeazy. And well, that was an amazing Howling Gale. Are they going to be able to follow through? I don't think so. SleazyWeazy took some tower damage, but walked back a while, dashed back out of it. And it was a good try, but it was the Howling Gale. Nicely done by Pyri.
Yeah, we've seen some good Howling Gale, some good support really from obviously the Janna ultis in the previous game, just blowing Tristana backwards every time tried to jump in there. But great Howling Gale, and absolutely save first blood there. That was a guaranteed first blood, I think, on towards Ashe there. Although I believe the Q actually landed onto Janna rather than onto Ashe, so missing the target. You can see it's a 4-man push down the bottom here, but they have got easily in towards the turret. That's going to be the ulti from Althor. Althor is going to get hit by the tower twice there. Does manage to get away with it. wewillfailer will go down, will be first blood. And wow, you can see Pyri's low, Althor's low, lounet's low. They're all very, very low. But unfortunately, nobody getting the kills apart from the one on wewillfailer. Flashy continuing to damage that turret. Meanwhile, at the top, well, it's the
nothing.
Usual. Yeah, nothing happening. But yellowpete got away with that one. And, you know, despite the fact it was first blood, the support dying is not the end of the world.
Yeah, not the worst thing that can happen. Pyri has to be a little bit careful now that yellowpete doesn't go for something a little bit more aggressive. Caitlyn, what does he have? Okay, cleanse and flash early on is that one, and a signal to fall back there, which is obviously the newer. I think it actually came in this patch, in the talent patch, the fall back ping, and that's the first time I've heard such a noise in these games. Everyone pinging normal. Just to point that out.
Yeah, getting the V in there. It's the different ping. I think it's V, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I fall back too often in my games.
You die. That's your fallback.
Yeah. If you die, oh well, I've gone backwards now. It's a bit like Dominion. You just die. There's no point porting back to town. Just die. Just go full balls in. So at the top, as we mentioned, they have both been back aboard. Ninja Tabby for Irelia, Philosopher's Stone and Boots. See some pings down the bottom here. Oh yeah, they've just put the ward in that bush again, which is obviously trying to cover wewillfailer. wewillfailer just waiting to get that stun on. You can see Janna actually coming around. Is going to put the ward up top there. Janna actually very low. They're going to put the stun on towards Ashe. You see the trap immediately going down. That's going to be Ashe surely getting down. No, the shield surviving. Will he get the ulti? He hasn't got the. Hasn't he got the ulti? Why didn't he fire it? That ulti would almost certainly mean there's only 395 hit points on Pyri, so if anything,
it would have killed Janna anyway.
Yeah, so I don't understand why they didn't fire it. Maybe didn't have the mana for it. I'm not sure. It was pretty low in mana, maybe. I don't know. I'm a bit flabbergasted with that one.
Well, either way, yellowpete's done somewhat of a job in terms of forcing this turret to take a shed load of damage, and he should be able to just chip away at this one. Obviously, just using tower range here. They are going to get the stun off onto JothY, who will get away again. Very, very low HP.
Doesn't have the mana.
Yeah, definitely not this time. But I think he did it the last time, you know. When I checked, it was 190 or something. I don't remember Caitlyn's mana requirement for her ulti at that level. Anyway.
Can't imagine they'd let him go. If it must have been something blocked here. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have just just said no. Althor's going to be getting the blue buff in the meantime. JothY is taken pretty low by Gangplank there. SleazyWeazy is sneaking in towards that bush. They've also had their clairvoyance, and he's just going to back straight off. Irelia is popping that ulti in. Meanwhile, at the top there, it's just going nom nom nom, taking all your gold. Let's have a look at the CS between these two. I'll try and keep my eye on the map at the same time. Irelia 87, Nasus 84, so pretty much even between them. Mid-range.
There, I'd say, for Nasus, considering he's been turret pushed the whole time. But anyway, down at bottom, we are going to see Pyri having to use his ulti there. wewillfailer surely is going to go down. He's not. He's managing to survive. In fact, they're all surviving. SleazyWeazy is going to dash away, and Lounet's like, I'm going to push in for this one, but it didn't quite work out. And wewillfailer almost going 0 for 2 in and amongst all that one. And I agree, Deman, it's not the end of the world when your support goes down, but if he goes down twice to the AD carry, then you've got problems.
Yeah, definitely got problems. He's got triple Dorans as well, that AD carry. Obviously got that damage. yellowpete is going back. I think possibly got enough to a BF here. Gangplank just, he didn't just ward up, that ward was already placed there. Are actually going to go for Dragon, so that's why they've all come around. Obviously there is that ward of time control in there, ready in place. Oh, yellowpete's been caught out of the situation, straight into it. Pyri instead has been taken very low. Will they go for Pyri? I think SleazyWeazy is thinking about it. Nasus slow does get in there. SleazyWeazy tries to come around the side, and wewillfailer on absolutely nothing. The tower doing all the damage. yellowpete will go down. I'm not too sure whether they're going to be able to take Skyyart down. They do. They kick him back into it. Oh, he got kicked straight into wewillfailer. That was a tragedy. Oh, and SleazyWeazy's now in all sorts of trouble. SleazyWeazy will go down here. I don't think he's going to get away with it. The tower takes a hit onto Ashe. The minions are beating on him. He's got 128 hit points.
Get in the bush.
Just about alright, but Irelia meanwhile very low, coming around on towards, will manage to get on them. Yes, he will do, and that's going to be a kill on towards Pyri there. Gangplank is like, God, I don't know whether I want to push or not, because they were all so very, very low. Did Flashy get the kill on Ashe? I don't think he did. Ashe got away with it, and wow, that was a pretty insane fight that nobody actually got Dragon on.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that kick.
wewillfailer won't thank him for that.
I'll fail. Yeah, kicking him back towards his teammate, who's like, "Oh, thank God, I'm safe from all this damage right now." Oh no, you're not. wewillfailer. Sorry. Yeah, and who's unfortunately now 0-2-0. Irelia obviously did get the kill in somewhere. Caitlyn is 0-1-1. Leigh 1-1-0, but the big score is that 2-0-2 on Ashe. And also, where was the other one? Yeah, 2-on-1 for Nasus. So, things up at that top. Going to continue with the beating match. But here comes Ashe, and there goes the initiation with the arrow. And actually, he's going to dive in here onto Ashe. Is that slow going to come off? Surely it is here any second. They're not even going to need it. He is a dead man. In the meantime, we are going to see Time to Troll utilize the fact that this bottom area is, in fact, empty of enemy. And they are going to go in for that dragon kill. And they are 5-2 behind in kills. They have picked up dragon. Ooh, Janna needs to be a bit careful there, just putting a ward down, but it will all be good. Actually, yeah, it was a pink ward that was put down there by wewillfailer, so they were able to clear everything out from that without going for the full cost of the Oracle, which I guess you can't even afford right now with 0-2-0. So back yellowpete and wewillfailer to pushing down that top turret. They've got it very low, but couldn't quite finish off the charge there, Ashe and Nasus. But I think maybe after this wave, I'm not sure that Alex is going to get back in time to defend this turret. I think it only needs probably 2.5 hits with the minions there as well. And actually, Skyyart's not going to go for it. So this turret is going to either fall just to the minions or stay alive. No, it's going to stay alive.
Yeah, he should really have just gone up and hit that singular once or twice. But I don't know. Maybe you could say that was just overstretching. I don't know. They are better players than we are. Let's put it that way. Meanwhile, the bottom turret, which is why Ashe actually backed off. I mean, people thinking maybe Ashe should have stayed there as well. The bottom turret was under a lot of pressure from Time to Troll, which is why they've had to get back down now. Obviously, had the call over comms. Get your butt back to bottom. We are slowly losing this turret down. Let's have a look at turrets, in fact, while we talk about it. Really, the top one of Time to Troll is the only one that's in real peril of going down. Skyyart, like you say, has farmed pretty well. Actually gone for Giant's Belt. The phage nearly built up there. Oh, missed that one. A double kill as well. So double ulti, I think, there, because I can see the stone being breaking there. I think didn't see what actually happened there. Did you catch any of that at all?
No? I was just watching on the top there while you were talking about Nasus, and I completely didn't
see it. The problem is they've both got such high bursts that they can just like explode each other if they both get caught, which obviously happened. Leigh is going to continue pushing in towards mid there. No, he's off up towards the top. He's going to invade, in fact. Jungle invade. Puts the ward down. Will he go towards top, on towards Nasus? You can see that Alex is trying to harass as much as possible. I think they're going to try to put pressure on this turret rather than just go for a straight gank. He's actually quite far behind in his build as well. He hasn't got wriggles yet.
Yeah, that could prove to be crucial. Yeah, we are getting the push, and the ultimate goes down. yellowpete will actually net himself away, but it's wewillfailer again who's getting caught. He's not going to escape from Ashe, surely. Oh, and he gets the stun off there. Ashe is going to come flying in there. Oh, and the spray missing just about. Focusing onto yellowpete, surely coming in now. Shield is on him, and, well, yellowpete's flashed away, and he's going to get the ulti off, which is going to take him down just below half, but not too damaging. And I think lounet will feel a little bit unlucky with how that all went off there. Obviously that stun came up at just the right time for wewillfailer. He would have been dead without that's for sure.
Yeah, and actually saved Pyri as well. That was the main thing. It was Pyri was on absolutely nothing. I think 100 health down to literally a couple of shots, but managed to keep him in there. And fair play to the AD carry. Just causes the problem, but Althor being caught once again, that poison on him, which is causing Flashy now with the blue. Both of them with the blue, in fact. Immensely large rod, 191 AP for Orianna, 122. And looking like the Ryler's being built for Cassiopeia. Gangplank is just making his way up towards the top. I don't think they're going to be able to get any gank opportunities there. No, he's just going to go around the jungle and continue to farm. So, looks like Infinity Edge being built by both of them actually on bottom. We've only got the pickaxe along with the Berserker Greaves on Ashe. Meanwhile, Caitlyn has got the Berserker Greaves, BF Sword and the pickaxe. So a bit more damage at the moment to yellowpete. I'm guessing he must be slightly ahead in the CS.
A lot.
But Ashe is 204, which does surprise me why he wouldn't be. Yeah, he's got, that's 60 CS ahead. But he has got the kills, which is a big difference. So lounet probably has the money just sitting on it at the moment, waiting for an opportunity to go back and buy.
Yeah, I'd expect that with that 2-0 and 4 assists as well. Obviously, he did go for 1 Doran's Blade extra over Caitlyn, but I don't think that will have made that massive difference there, especially with the kills as they are. Down at bottom, Gangplank is sticking around. Is he going to get into a position? Not really. There goes the Ashe arrow, but they're not really in a position to follow this one up. I think they need to get in there quickly. There goes the Howling Gale, and that will be the kill there onto wewillfailer. And look at that, the flash plus the ulti back. Janna will actually get away from this one. I'm not sure that Gangplank's going to be so lucky. Sleazy taking some damage. Skyyart is going to go in there, but he won't have the damage to finish off any of these players. And Cipher decided to back away from that initial encounter there. Ashe, of course, did go down in amongst it all, got the kill onto wewillfailer, but I think Cipher are pretty much safe in this point. Actually, Pyri's going to go back. Althor's not really that healthy. If they push now with this tower, unluckily they don't have the minions, which could have changed exactly how that was, but they've got Irelia there as well. And this minion line is going to be shredded away pretty much instantly. There goes the ultimate out, actually. Bit of a waste, I think.
They were trying to put the pressure, obviously trying to catch Orianna as he ports, and then just then Skyyart now is going to have to use his ulti, which I think he used in the previous fight already. He has got a warm on, so it's going to be a lot of damage. lounet got caught by the ulti of Cassiopeia, did manage to finish him off though, and that shield is going to just about keep him in there. So I think they're going to certainly take the top bot turret. Yes, they will do. What got me was actually when the fight started. both the tops both ported down, and suddenly it was a 5-on-5. All junglers were in there. It was a really good encounter from all of them, but really there wasn't that many deaths between them all. Orianna is going to try to poke. I've got to be careful here. Could get a stun on him. That could be a lot of damage to follow it up, which is exactly what they did. Instead, they're just going to use that chance to try to steal the dragon. Don't think they managed to get it, though.
No, didn't get it. I'm still at 0 gold, so that one didn't quite come off for them. Flashy just putting the dot down, the poison dot. Going to give the speed boost here over towards Skyyart. See if he can get that horrible Nasus slow. It seems to last for 20 million years, and they have got it out onto Flashy, and I think they're going to dive in. It's 4 versus 1. Flashy is going to go down. Lounet will actually pick up the kill. The perfect person, I guess, in this situation. He's now 4-1-4. They should be able to finish off this minion wave. wewillfailer should get himself away from that one. If he gets jumped as well, then it's going to go all kinds of pear-shaped for time to troll. And I think Cipher are even going to go for this next one. They've got a big push coming back their way from time to troll, but I think Cipher could manage it. Stun's gone off onto Pyri. In they jump, ultimate from Gangplank, and this is not going to go well as well. Actually, wewillfailer is still managing to survive there. It's Skyyart that's gone down. There are 4 of them still hovering around half HP. Obviously, Gangplank's still the by far the tankiest out of all of them, and I think that time to troll will fancy now this middle turret of their own.
Yeah, I mean, Nasus popped his ulti, and while it's all very well and good getting the the tankiness that he gets, he couldn't actually get to hit anything because they just slowed him completely, stunned him out there, and then wewillfailer, who seemed to be his target, just flashed away, and then he was just taking too much damage from the tower there. So mid turret's gone down for both. Inner turret though is down. More importantly for Cipher managing to get that one down. The bottom turret, there's a bloody great big stack down there that they need to go and deal with. Meanwhile, at the top, Irelia is going to get a little bit of free farm. There's no one anywhere near. You can see Nasus now coming back, but I think he might have a good chunk of damage on there. He has got a Trinity, so he's got the damage. I think, unless that Ashe arrow comes across, which it is coming now, will manage to catch him. Will the slow go down to him? But I don't think it's going to worry him too much. The slow will go on. He's going to continue. Oh, he tried to continue to get the tower. That was a mistake. He should have dashed straight out of there. Instead, that may well be the death of him. A slow will go down. Nasus is surely just going to finish with a Q. He's going to turn around, try and have a go at Ashe, but that's going to be the finish in below. Eventually, will go down. Let's have a look down the bottom. You can see yellowpete is farming like a pro. That's going to be the top turret going down, by the way, I think. It's only on 124 hit points. They will easily walk up there. Blue buff being given to Flashy. Orianna, meanwhile, has picked up the blue buff for Sypher. So, turret-wise, the advantage is with Sypher. It has to be said by quite some stretch.
Yeah, Skyyart needs to be careful. He's got Flashy and wewillfailer coming onto him. We still had Ashe still hanging around there. That was Lounet. Actually, SleazyWeazy starting to move his way up there. Has warded. They've pinged down. Orianna pinged down their Althor just to indicate that Sleazy was coming up towards that kind of area. But Cipher have already backed away in this top side. Actually, no. Skyyart decides not to go back just yet. And he's going to have a little bit of farm there. wewillfailer headed back down towards middle. Flashy is there as well. Leigh and Caitlyn going to join into the party as well. So maybe we'll see some pressure coming out onto this middle lane. Gangplank is coming down. Janna coming up. Ashe and, of course, Orianna have come from middle. Dragon time, what was it? 25-25, which is, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes time. So plenty of time to wait for that one to get set up for that one. Pyri needs to be careful here as he has a bit of a peek. But no problems, not going to go down. And the two wards that are there are actually 1 second away from each other. So not sure what happened with the last putting down of wards up at that area. But we could have somewhat of a gathering here. There's actually all 5 up at the top here for time to trolls. And, well, Dragon's coming up in 2 minutes. They've definitely got time to finish it. In fact, it's only going to need 1 hit from Alex. And it will go down. Question is now, are they going to push for kills? Are they going to split back off? What's going to happen? Cipher have also bunched all 5 up towards this top area, shaping up for any kind of pushover, but that won't work. SleazyWeazy's going home. Blue buff not quite ready to come up. In fact, Flashy does have that blue buff. Unfortunately, we can't see exactly how long it's got left on it, although maybe you can see how long it's got left on it, Deman. I don't know.
Flashy, no, it doesn't tell me. They both got it about the same time, Orianna and Flashy, so it's, I don't know, I didn't see what minute it was, but, at the moment I'm looking at the 2 AD carries. Bearing in mind, Caitlyn on 208 CS, 104 to Ashe. Big difference. But obviously the kills have been going to Ashe, which is just completely makes up for it, because it's 4-1-5, whereas Caitlyn's 0-1-3. So that's making up a massive goal difference. In fact, probably more than the 100 CS, which is probably 2,000 gold if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. Probably a bit more than that, maybe 2,500, depending on what you're shooting. But 4 kills, what's that, 1,200, 1,600, and then the 5 assists, yeah, definitely, it's about the same CS regardless, because you look at the items, they've both got the inf edge, they're both doing a crazy amount of damage, but more importantly, Ashe has been opening up with that arrow and getting a kill with it every time, has hit it almost every time, and wewillfailer more often than not has been the target, which is a little unfair, but that's what you do. You go for an easy target, you've got to finish them off. Flashy is got to be careful actually, because Skyyart is very, very tanky. In fact, he's just going to walk away from that. Building up the Trinity, got a Warmogs already. Actually going to become very, very dangerous. Down the bottom, JothY is being focused, but just going to stroll away like Gangplank can.
Yeah, gearing up now for this next dragon. I think you can see that Cipher hanging around in those bushes. We do have the wards down in position. Nice ball out there from Althor onto Sleazy. Skyyart is actually going to work his way in there. Ulti came off from Gangplank, wasn't brilliantly placed. Surely Sleazy is going to go down. They've put so much pressure in. He just needs to hit him twice max. Yeah, and he will get that kill. Now he's chipping away onto yellowpete. Actually, we're going to see Alex go diving in there on top of Flashy to get that kill. Hit Alex, God, letting him run through the middle there. Now yellowpete has to be careful. Is there a slow up? Yes, there is. In comes the howling gale as well. Yellowpete will go down, and Cipher surely are going to back away now, take themselves a free dragon, or are they just going to march through? I'd say march through onto this base turret. Why not? They've got a big stack of minions there with them. They can take that dragon later, and let's be honest, wewillfailer, not specifically wewillfailer, but any Taric in this position is not going to do a fat lot. Get one stun off and run like hell back towards his fountain to heal himself up. That's about as much as he can hope for. And Cipher are going to take down this inhibitor. Almost for a second then thought the minions are going to stop focusing and focus on the champion, but no. So yeah, dragon is there. Cipher are like, we don't need no dragon. We're just going to go home.
Yeah,
they're all going home.
They need to be careful. If they go for that, they don't get countered and immediately time to troll go straight for Baron, which you know what, I think they might do anyway. They are all heading that way, and there goes the hawk shot. And says, no, we can see you all, we know what you're doing, and immediately you can see Cipher moving that way. Are they going to be able to take it down in time? I really don't think so. I think this could be actually time to troll losing the game right here. We can see that lounet is putting that spray across. Arrow landing. Oh, wow! How did that not hit? I have no idea. Skyyart is coming in. Remember, a lot of the ultis were blown in that last exchange. Pyri taken very low there. Not going to get taken out. They are split in half, though, time to troll here. And Cipher have actually allowed them to get back together purely for the fact that Pyri is incredibly low. I think Irelia is going to dash in. Oh, definitely thought about it there.
Must have been close.
Definitely thought about it, but they, you know, if Time to Troll loses fight, I think that's it. They're out. They are out of the tournament. They have to be very careful. I don't think they've quite realised how tense a situation they are in. They've lost the middle inhibitor. You know, if Cipher win anything close to a reasonable team fight, they can just stroll straight up that middle and say thank you very much. Best of one. We'll be moving on to the next round.
Yeah, we're seeing Skyyart now soloing Dragon. That's how nice and tanky he's built up. Does have Warmogs, obviously Trinity Force was built earlier up. Merc Treads from earlier as well, Philosopher's Stone and the Heart of Gold. So we're actually seeing Time to Trolls. Hey, this is very ballsy, going in again towards Dragon. There goes the Hawk shot out, so they're going to back away. Sleazy's taken a decent amount of damage from it. There was the trapping onto Althor, but Skyyart is back there, and the bomb turret has gone down. And Time to Trolls have not even thought about that one. It was 2/10 of a moment to go, and actually take a look at that one. Actually, Flashy in capitals wrote B to the whole chat. I didn't actually to see that one there. And we'll see now exactly what the plan is. Okay, so Alex has gone down there for his free farm. Should be able to dash pretty much through that minion wave in no time whatsoever. Skyyart continuing to farm as well up in those golems up at top. And we'll also have some handy free farm of his own to have in that top lane. And we are seeing Time to Trolls pretty much all headed home. Going to take a look here with yellowpete, see what he goes for, because he does have that Zeal in hand. Okay, he's built straight up there to Phantom Dancer, so Infinity Head, Phantom Dancer, Berserker's Greaves, and those two Doran's Blades for him. Ashe has triple Doran's Blade, Zeal, and Infinity Edge. So they're going to be pretty much similar, aside from, you know, these kills. Still 5-1-8 compared to 0-2-3. It's not comparable. I used the wrong word, to be honest.
It's not comparable at all. Cipher are in a very strong position. And frankly, you know, Time to Troll, despite the fact that brilliant performance, has it been taken out of them what they did against SK? Is that just taking everything out of them because they don't seem to be focused like they were against SK? Maybe they've just thought, oh, this can be an easy game, we can just go through this one. And lost their trail of thought, I don't know. At the moment, Cypher are in incredibly strong position. Skyyart is just so strong. 4k hit points. Trinity, with that Warmogs, is just... he's going to be an immovable object very soon. And if Ashe lands the arrows, which she's been doing every single initiate, mixed in with Althor's ulti, it's just causing them so many problems. And then, you know, obviously the ulti from JothY slowing the entire team round, and Nasus just strolling through like a boss on completely flooring them. At the moment, Alex has kind of been the only thing that's been the thorn in their side, because he's been dashing past and either going for lounet or for Althor on Orianna. And they've got to be careful here. They're going to see Alex out of position. Are they going to go down for Alex, or are they going to go straight for Baron? No, they're actually going to go down for Alex instead, which is why they're immediately backing away. There is that ward. Yeah, you can see the traps and the ward have got around the side of him. Oh, just about backed off in time, though. And they've got more Qs for Skyyart just to keep farming with. And they have that big stack down the bottom there. Will they continue to push it? They don't remember it is Super Minions still walking up the middle there, so they are not slouches. And I think Cassiopeia... they're going to hope to try and maybe catch... wow, wewillfailer getting all aggressive on Skyyart there with a stun. And going, I'm going to walk away now. The inhibitor spotted. Oh, in the middle there, being caught. Althor has managed to get onto him. He's got the ignite, the poison dart. Will it take him down? I'm not too sure it will. Instead, it's going to be JothY going down there. You can see Skyyart going in. He's going to take down Alex, but he's also very low. He cannot take 4-on-1. wewillfailer coming round. lounet is surely going to finish him off. Yes, he will do. And that's been... it's actually switched pretty quickly for the fact that lounet was allowed to get involved. Oh, I think he could get SleazyWeazy there. No, he's just backed away. You know, he's got so much damage and so fast firing that once he actually gets involved, you know, he did a lot of damage. And despite the fact that Time to Troll started out very well initiated, suddenly picked up 2 kills very quickly, and lounet goes away now on 7-1-8 and 7-2-5 for Nasus. They are carrying very strongly, as you'd hope, but instead, yeah,
they've not noticed this either whatsoever. Skyyart's just teleported in and gone, wow, look at this. I'm just going to stick a tower down. Thank you very much.
Pyri
and even got the balls to just pull away right there. He knows that no one's anywhere near him whatsoever. Nicely done. Actually, yeah, Pyri, who, you know, Janna, not exactly the tower pusher of the universe, that has to be said, but still, any damage is good damage as long as you don't get caught out. Now we'll have to see exactly what the turnaround is for Time to Trolls. Like you said, I think that game against SK was a very long one. I don't know exactly, but I think like 4 hours overall, maybe not in-game time, but first match was an hour, second match 45, 50 minutes, first game a little bit shorter, but still that's a long game and it can take it out of you when you're playing at such high concentration levels. And I hope for Time to Troll's sake that it's not going to prove to be too much for them, because even if they win this game, they've got another best of 3 against Delta Esports, who against SK in the first round, they weren't no pushovers either.
No, they actually won the lane phase, in my opinion. It was only a case of they suddenly got a few unlucky kills that SK managed to get back into it. But then again, that's the first game of the morning, so you don't know how that would have turned out otherwise. So, I mean, they are miles ahead now, it has to be said. Cypher are in a commanding position. As long as they don't play it stupid, they don't have that great ward placement at the moment. There's barely anything out there other than covering the river exits. They could do with a bit more, probably in the jungle of Time to Troll. They have got an Oracle, there we go. In fact, just Pyri walks up and does exactly that as I mentioned it. They are trying to cover off the Baron here. We're going to get that little stalemate. You can see there's that ward. They know exactly where wewillfailer is. wewillfailer does not have oracles on, so probably thinks he's being sneaky going around there, but they have full vision of him. Not really going to get away with it. JothY was just coming up the river there, has built himself a Trinity now, completed that. AP wise, 379, Dragon has just spawned I think, yeah, which is why they're going down here. 335 for Cassiopeia, so pretty even between them. Oh, arrow actually missing first time, that's the first time he's missed the arrow, which could turn backfired, but it is going to be Flashy getting caught there. Probably has flash up, no he does not. Tries to turn around, tries to ult, he backfired, and that's going to be another free Dragon. And I'm not sure why Time Control completely ran away from that one, because the initiation failed on them, but they just got caught. Obviously, I think it was Irelia's that maybe is helping them here. I think someone must have it, the speed they're charging through everyone. Let's have a look at, yeah, there's Irelia's on Janna, that's why they were steamrolling through. Inhibitor has respawned, that's going to go down quickly. I don't think they can do anything about it, and you know what, it may even be a free Baron, all from that singular catch.
Yeah, I think that Time to Trolls aren't going to let that one go. I mean, ward coverage basically is non-existent. They don't have anything on their, on their side, on the defensive side. Alex needs to be careful here because they've actually come in. They're going to go for this one, maybe Cipher, and this could be very, very interesting as they work their way in. yellowpete tries to net himself out. JothY does heal himself. yellowpete is the target. Goes down. Ulti it was, and look at Cipher's Janna. She got right in the mix of everything there, and there actually was the ulti. I told a lie from Orianna. And Althor has to be a little bit careful. He's getting focused down now by Irelia. Somehow Janna is still in the mix of things, and Orianna does go down. Somehow Flashy managed to survive that one, but they've done a great job here, Cipher, so far of pushing this damage down. And I really like the move from Pyri on Janna there to actually get in the mix of the enemy team and then ulti and push them outwards so that they got those easier kills. Let's see if they can finish things off here. They've got this turret down to around about half HP. In goes the Howling Gale. They're going to put that pressure down. Flashy is dead, and surely that is going to be good game. Tower is now dead. Nexus does have a good amount of minions there, which will say thank you very much for the free farm, but they don't have the health to stick around with these guys spawning in within a few seconds. The question is now, do they take these 3 men who are pretty low, go back home, heal up, and then think about Baron, or do they get in position for the next 2 spawners? It looks like they're going to be sending everybody home for this one, maybe except, no, okay, they're all going to go there. And the minions are even pushing on their own. No help needed down on the bottom. These French minions, man, they're strong.
What a difference. yellowpete 0-4-4 compared to last game, and lounet on Ashe 10-9.
That's a ridiculous, that's an insane amount of kills.
And that's such a strong score. Level. Yeah, it's like exactly like you say, at this level, that is a pretty crazy score. Going to have the arrow, surely. Going to hawkshot it across. Will he go for it? Yes, he will. It's going to catch onto a yellowpete. I don't think the rest of the team are going to get there. Managed to cleanse out of that one. Did he have cleanser? Yes, he did. Must have. To get out of that one. Trap on lounet, but Orianna is going to take down wewillfailer once again. And SleazyWeazy may well be the target. No, it's going to be yellowpete instead. And Skyyart does have the ability to be able to get in and tank that. Oh, brilliantly. Turned the back on Flashy there. Flashy, I think, tried to pop his ulti. Turned the back. Didn't get that stone on him. Obviously, you just don't look in that Medusa's eyes, as it were. Oh, the slow onto yellowpete. Can he manage to get the Q down on him? His ulti's run out, but I think yellowpete will go down with his. Oh, he just flashed away at the right time. Alex will manage to get a kill on towards Ashe, but I think he may pay the price for it. No, there's the ulti actually, sorry, he just managed to put it onto Skyyart. Skyyart actually going to get taken very low. Skyyart will go down. Time to troll. Maybe he's going to be able to have a little bit of a comeback here. Whoa, they won't, because JothY just turns around and destroys Flashy. Althor taken very low. Just about survives. No, he doesn't. Alex tears him up as JothY gets another kill. Flashes out of the way from Alex there. Pyri is going to go down. I'm sure he's walking away that way. wewillfailer is going to come back and they're going to get away with that one. Pretty crazy stuff. Cipher need to be careful they don't completely overstretch themselves here. Time to troll like a wounded animal. You've got to be careful you don't let them get away with it. And Alex at the moment is the only one, though, that's causing all the problems.
Yeah, and if you look down the scoreboard, it's a bit ridiculous. 3-1-18 for Gangplank for JothY, and we see there how strong he is at this point. Just literally walking around having fun. He's already up at half HP even after that little fight. There's minions again. showing some French minion power for Cipher up in the top lane this time. Where were the other kills? 10-3-10 for Ashe, 4-5-12 on Orianna, 9-3-11 on Nasus, and 0-1-19. Big chunk of assists there for Janna. And Cipher can be thinking about going straight in there now for Baron. JothY's got blue buff, and of course he is more than tanky enough to hold this one out. Ashe has got that speed and the damage to bring this Baron to its knees. Picked up last Whisper, I think, in her last shopping trip, and it's going to be finished off. Time to Troll, not going to get anywhere near it. They've got inhibitor down in the middle, turrets down in the top, the inner turret, the base turret in the bottom hasn't taken so much damage, but I guess that's going to be a bit of a target. Cipher are actually pinging down in towards the lizard buff over on the Time to Troll side of the jungle, and it's a little bit of, you know, looking like it's going to be a victory for the French team, who, you know,
Wow.
They actually may have gotten an easier way to this tournament by losing in the first round, because you only have to play best of ones. Of course, it's bloody risky to play best of ones, but I tell you what, you're not going to tire yourself out as much as playing a close best of 3 with SK.
Yeah, I'd love to see, you know, have the spec mode and see how much damage the Q's doing on Skyyart right now. He's got that Atmars and he's got 4.4k hit points. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, fully charged Warmogs.
Yeah, 2% maximum health, obviously, from the Atmars on that much health is going to really do a lot of damage with the Q stacked up already. The Ashe Arrow, it's going to miss. The slow surely is going to go down to yellowpete. It doesn't matter. They're going to go for the inhibitor. Oh, Gangplank ulti will go down. That's just more of a misdirection, if anything. They're going to go straight across to take the second inhibitor as well. There's not really a lot that Time to Troll can do with this. I am absolutely flabbergasted. I had it down that Time to Troll were easily going to get through this. Cipher have thrown a wrench in the whole system here. Pyri has played brilliantly on Janna, and like you say, Janna now on 0-1-19. What better score could you want for your support player? That is just brilliant. The whole scores for them, really. They have played superbly as a team. Like you say, JothY on Gangplank, 3-1-18. They've all been there for the fights. wewillfailer, what are you doing? What are you doing going out there? Irelia is going to get a kill. Oh, and it's actually Pyri has managed to survive that one. They are losing a few there, but wewillfailer is going to go down. Nasus just turns around and destroys them. And that's going to be yellowpete going down. And that will be G2 Cipher. Incredible stuff. They're going to be going on to fight Delta. And Joe, this is great for me, because we're going to see a new team. It's either going to be a French team or a Polish team with a chance to go to New York.
Yeah, and not the French team that everyone would have tipped at the start of these qualifiers, that's for sure. Obviously, Millennium, known as that big French lineup, well, they weren't even qualified for this one. They were knocked out against who knocked them out in the last one? Time to Trolls actually knocked them out in the qualifier. I think it was the first qualifier in that one. I have to admit, my brain after a normal day is pretty crap, but after a day where we've been casting for so long, it's also equally as terrible. So let's have a quick peek down the post-match screen there. 10-4-11 for Ashe. That made a massive difference early on. Deman, we saw actually, and you can still see it there even on the scoreboard, the CS, the farming from Caitlyn was top-notch from yellowpete. Problem was, lounet was getting all the kills. wewillfailer really struggled early game, was 0-3-0 for quite a while there, up and towards like 20-25 minutes. Didn't really go well for him. It was, again, unfortunately for him, the magnet of everything that's, you know, with initiation, primarily this time instead of the dart binding, but the Ashe Arrow. So that was a great start from lounet down there. Althor 4-5-17, not ultra spectacular, but you see the good amount of assists in there. You know, he's got 4 kills for 5 deaths. It's a pretty solid bit of play, but more importantly, you know, he held that middle lane out nicely against Flashy on Cassiopeia. JothY, who for me was, you know, he got so strong in towards that late game, just charging around like a maniac and doing whatever he wanted. And he's 5-1-21. That's a huge score. Yeah, and then Janna 0-1-24. Like you said, doesn't get much more perfect as a support.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't knock what Cipher did in that game. They performed brilliantly as a team. They came together as a team, and you just need to look at all the scores, like you say, all those assists between all of them. It just shows that they were together as a team. And wow, just brilliant. And time to troll are out of the New York qualifiers. We will not be seeing them there. We will be seeing new faces at New York. Or I won't be seeing them, you'll be seeing them. Let's put it that way. But anyway, on to the next match. A best of 3, Delta versus Cypher. Probably 10-15 minutes, I'd say. Maybe more.
Yeah, 10-15 minutes, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less if we get lucky. It depends what kind of break Cypher needs, because I know that Delta are ready to kick this one off. So don't go anywhere, guys. It is that final qualifier game. We're going back into best of 3 format. It is going to be Cypher from France taking on Delta Esports from Poland. We'll see you very soon.